Swimmers, take your mark.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to On Deck with Florida Swim Network. I'm here with David Van Buskirk. By the way, I'm Joe Auer. Never told you that. I'm also here with, for the first time, Eric Nelson.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Dude, it's so cool that you're here, man. He's normally like a play-by-play every now and then, and man, glad to have you here.
And it's great. You know, we're already into the high school season. We're now practicing. We have a deadline of September 9th.
Some of the kids are just coming back after a long summer.
Right. Now, Eric, you've had a chance to coach some of these kids. So what's going on right now at your the high school coaching? You're trying to separate who's done this before and this is not their first rodeo.
Well, absolutely. You know, you kind of divide the kids up. You got to do what's right for everybody. You can't have everybody doing the same thing. You got to always be moving forward. The kids that were training all summer, they're ready to go. The kids that don't swim year-round, you got to take your time with them.
Do some stroke drills, trying to get them into it. Go, hey, you know what? That swimmer could be a good breaststroker
right.
or whatever.
You got to teach them what's out there and how to do it, and then find out, you know, in a short amount of time what they can do, how they're going to help you.
Now, speaking of summer, you had a chance to go and see some of the craziness that we had going on in July.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Tell me a little bit about your adventures.
Where'd you go?
Adventures with Eric.
Well, I was at the Junior National Championships in San Antonio.
I bet you that was hot.
It was plenty hot, yeah. We're a little bit
Is it
used to
hotter
the
than
heat.
Florida.
You can't. You know, how do you compare the two? They're just
That's true.
both
One's on the surface
tough.
of the sun,
right?
one's
Exactly.
on just the
We are
outskirts.
tangenting all over the place.
Fire
Tell us
to the
about
frying
juniors, for
pan.
goodness sake.
But it was great. Amazing venue there in San Antonio.
Is that a high school pool?
It is. The school district owns it. About 4 or 5 different high schools share it.
Lucky dogs.
And they have a lot of high-profile meets there. They had the national championships there as well. The junior meet was fantastic, and I was there with Highlander Aquatics, and we had Katie Duggan and Carly Lowe swimming, and they were fantastic. Each of them picked up another Olympic trial time standard. But all of our kids from Florida did great, and swimmer Joe put me on the
you were?
the interviews. I was
Yeah, if you
wanted to
saw
be
the
like
interviews
you.
on the website, you did an
Absolutely
awesome job talking to all the coaches and swimmers and all that kind of stuff.
Well, thank you very much. The teams did great. A lot of great swimming. You know, Sarasota and Bowles both have new head coaches.
Yep.
And their programs are continuing to succeed.
Yep.
You mentioned all those guys, and it's really like a huge coaches convention. I mean, you're sitting there in hospitality. You spend 12 hours a day with coaches.
In hospitality,
and
yes, 12 hours.
No, I mean, so you
We
find
know
out
where
a lot of
swimmer
good
Joe
information.
spends his time.
I do. You can see my belly. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I mean, you get a lot of information from coaches around the country.
Absolutely, it's wonderful. The great thing about this business and the sport is learning from other people and finding out. Most everybody wants to share. If they're doing something well, they're going to share. It's very rare that you're going to find somebody tight-lipped about why they're successful.
Or they go, yeah, we have good underwater dolphins, but or here's how we kind of do it. You
Right.
know?
Absolutely, absolutely. Anyway, the swimmers were fantastic from Jacksonville down to Pinecrest. Saw.
You know a lot of the guys from down there as well.
Absolutely.
So you're pretty much an all Florida guy now.
I'm an all Florida guy. Central Florida and South Florida, both producing a lot of good swimmers. Gulliver program with Jeff Poppel, they're coming on very strong.
They are for sure.
Yeah.
So what is it when? So all the kids were shaved apparently. They were
would
trying to
think
get their
so.
cuts. They're trying to get their Olympic trial cuts.
Absolutely. I interviewed so many kids making their Olympic trial standards for the first time. I don't know how many kids are going to be in this meet, but it's going to be a big one.
With that being said, Joe and I were covering different other events going on here in Central Florida. The number of kids that have made their OT cut so far is
absolutely.
There's not enough room in Omaha for all these people.
All right, before we get to our show, let's go ahead and take it to Caitlin Freeling, University of Florida swimmer. She's going to tell us about having fun and also butterfly.
Having fun in college?
Yeah, take a look.
Hey guys, Caitlin Freeling here to give you a tip on how to prepare for your junior year. Have fun. That's the most important thing in swimming. You don't want to get too caught up in this college is looking at me, I need to go this time, at this meet, or else. There's so much more to swimming than that. Yes, it's important to focus on those things, but you want to make sure that you remember why you started swimming in the first place. You love racing. At the end of the day, you go into practice and you're racing the person next to you, regardless of who it is, how fast they are. You just love to race. That's the basis of swimming, and that's why swimmers love the sport so much. So what I want you to remember is to just go out there, have fun, remember to race, and then your times and your goals will come if you just focus on that. Butterfly is a swimming stroke swum on the chest area with both arms moving simultaneously, accompanied by the butterfly kick, also known as the dolphin kick.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
So welcome back, guys. Wanted to tell you first that we're here at Rollins College Pool. Beautiful facility on the lake. I mean, you can see the backdrop. This is actually where I started swimming. I learned to swim right here.
No way.
Yeah, it's crazy. But let's get on with the show. Lisa Bidding. I know, it's funny. Let's just move on. Lisa Bidding, who I've known for, ever. I mean, we swam together as age groupers. She is here with us today. We're going to talk about Palm Harbor University High School. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you.
And real quick, Lisa, we're going to jump in. Last year, we're going to start off with your relay teams. Okay. Last year, your girl relay, in fact, all of them finished in the top 9. But your 200 free relay team, 5th last year. Here's the scary part. Joe, returning all seniors this year.
Wow.
Yes.
That is going to be a powerful team. I bet you're psyched about that.
I am extremely excited. We graduated one of our state swimmers last year, and everybody else is back. So we're looking for a good season.
Great stuff.
So not only do you've got your relay teams coming back, but you've also mentioned now you've got a lot of seniors that are coming back. So a lot of senior age groupers coming back. You've also got a lot of leadership coming back with this team.
Yes, absolutely. This is another big year. 2 years ago, we had a big group leave and graduate. Last year, my girls were in Eastlake High School Shadow, but they were 5th at state. And this next year, we're looking for our seniors to step up again. We have a nice big class. A lot of our senior state team, is back, and we look forward to seeing what we can do.
A lot of the kids are probably pretty stoked that they're all back and they're getting ready and they placed 5th and now they know what to do. I mean, how do you're talking about tradition now with these guys? You're like, hey, guys.
Absolutely tradition. And the girls are very excited and very looking forward to making everybody proud of what they're going to accomplish. So I think it'll be good.
So Lauren McIntosh is probably one of the seniors that we were talking about.
Yes.
She last year finished in the 50 and the 100 free. She finished in 4th in both of those events. So a lot of senior leadership coming back. Now we've talked about the girls. Let's jump on the other side. The boys, for instance, last year, 7th and 12th finishing places for Edward Smith. He's going to be a junior. 200 IM, he finished 7th. And in the 100 breast, he finished 12th.
Yes, and unfortunately, the Smith family's moving to California. So Ed will not be back for us next year.
You're going to have to find someone to slide right in there.
Yes.
You got one ready?
I think so. We have our boys team took a hit in 2013. We won that state championship, had a lot of seniors on that team. And so last year was one of those young rebuilding years. And we had hoped to build with Ed at the helm of
I
that.
can imagine.
So that is a big loss for us. But we do have a good freshman class coming in this year, in addition to the boys who were young last year. Again, last year's senior class on the girls and boys side was both relatively small. So.
What do you do on Psyche? Do you tell a team that you're rebuilding, or is it just between you and the other coaches? Sorry about that, Eric.
It's I found that it's good to be honest with them, so that they're realistic in their expectations. And one of the things that I sat down with them last year, going into the district, regions, and state, our goal was to have all 3 relays make regions. Anything beyond that, was bonus and icing on the cake. And so we did accomplish that goal. So I was very proud of them. The boys that we did have swam exceptionally well, best times all around, and worked really, really hard all the way through the season.
Now, is your club team stockpiling your high school team?
Good question.
My club team does feed into my high school. My club team also feeds Eastlake High School, which was
Okay.
kind of interesting before, because
We've been talking about that around Orlando area.
the
How
boys team last year for Eastlake was very successful as well. I think they were 3rd at their state meet.
Sure.
And several of those boys also swam for me on the club side. So
It's tough. It's tough. That's a whole tough scenario. In
it
Florida,
is
it's a
tough.
little funny. It's all over.
Yep.
But maybe it's different across the country on that.
there's 50 different states. 50, and they all have their own different rules. And some of them are prohibitive. When I was in Kansas, there was what we call a Chinese wall between club swimming and high school swimming. During the high school season, you could not train or with your club program or your club coach.
This isn't Kansas anymore.
I walked right into that one.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh. What do we have coming up, Dave?
Joe, real quick, I had a chance to sit down and have a conversation with Kinsey McMahon from Jacksonville, and this is what she had to say.
So, Kinsey, tell me a little bit, how did you get into swimming?
I started doing summer league because my mom did summer league as a kid. And so swimming has always been a part of our family. And then my neighbors joined bowls in 3rd grade. And so because of carpool, I joined also, and that's where it started.
So how long have you been swimming?
Summer league since I was 4 and year round since I was 8.
So how is it swimming up at bowls?
I love it. I love it a lot.
What would be a stroke if I was going against Kinsey and we were swimming the IM? What would be a stroke that I would really, as your competitor, be worried about that, oh my gosh, here we go. This is Kinsey soap.
Freestyle for sure.
What is your favorite type of food before you go into a swim meet?
Pasta. Lots and lots of pasta.
And what is when you, let's say for instance, we have a swim meet that is 4 days long. What is your pace in regards to food? What are you drinking in between sets? What are you doing in between sets before your next race?
I try to eat a lot of carbs while I'm at meets to keep my energy up, and then just all water.
Is there any particular type of outside the pool event that you like to do? Is it like hobbies or anything that you like to do?
Outside of the pool, there's not really much time for that, but just like being outside.
Quick question is it the swimmer that makes the swimsuit, or is it the swimsuit that makes the swimmer?
Definitely the swimmer that makes the swimsuit.
Now, why would you say that?
Because I don't think it really matters what suit you wear. I think as long as you know what you're doing as part of the sport, then it's up to you to make it work.
So let's say that you've listened to your coach during practice. Hey, I'm doing the techniques. I'm eating what I'm supposed to eat. And all of a sudden you go into a swim meet and you're not having the best swim meet. What kind of things do you do to kind of make changes to prepare yourself for the next one?
I usually just try to relax. Usually when I don't swim well, it's because I'm very tense. So I just try to make sure that I take deep breaths and listen to music and just talk to my teammates and get myself in the best state of mind I can.
What's your favorite dry land experience that you've gone through during practice?
I love when we do campus laps because Bowles has such a beautiful campus and I like running, so probably that.
Favorite workout set, if all of a sudden your coach stands up on the deck and says, this is what we're going to do today, what would be your favorite set?
Anything long in aerobic freestyle. We did a set a while back, which was 25 200s, and I really like sets like that because I can get into my stroke and get into a good tempo.
What is a stroke that if all of a sudden, or a training process that you had to do, if all of a sudden the coach stands up and says, this is what we're doing today, you're going to go, oh no, today's going to be a long day?
Lots of butterfly. We did a set, and it totaled up to be 3,300 meters butterfly, and I did not like that.
If there was a particular swim event that would be the main feature on your personal highlight wheel, what would it be?
Real event or?
Real event that you had. It's like, wow, everything went. Is there any particular swim meet or anything that you're like, today was just the best swim meet of my life? If I had to put this on my highlight reel.
Flags this summer when I swam the mile. I reached my goal time that I had been training a year for, and so definitely that one.
What particular swim meet do you like going to? What particular pool do you like swimming at?
I love the Gator Pool in
Okay.
Gainesville, and then another pool. I've only swum there once, but I love it. Where Summer Juniors was hosted in Irvine.
Okay.
Love that pool.
Now, what's different about the Irvine pool compared to the Gator Pool?
I like how Irvine's all outdoors, so that way they have a scoreboard on the warm-up side, so that way you know what events are going on while you're warming up. But then the Gator Pool has an indoor pool, which is nice because in case there's weather conditions, it's nice to have an indoor pool.
Well, thank you very much for your time today, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome back, and thank you very much to Kenzie McMahon from Mandarin High School. You can see the entire interview on Florida Swim Network.
All right, it's that time of the show where we ask Sid a question. We go all over the state and get parents to ask a question to a coach they normally wouldn't ask. Let's go see what he has to say.
Hey Sid, what role should a parent have? What should we be saying to our kids the morning of a meet and while we're here? What could we do to keep them motivated and give them words of encouragement?
Antonio, another great question. I'll tell you, the main thing on the day of the meet is to make sure they're well rested and relaxed, and they know that you love them. They know that you're going to be there to hug them, whether they set a new state record or they have a somewhat disappointing performance. As far as you getting them excited and you getting them ready to swim fast, step back. Let the coach do that, especially anything technical. Just show the love. Let them know that you're there and enjoy the day. Have a great day with them. Competition is what we're all about, so have a great meet.
Hi everybody, Dr. Brad Burkhart with Orlando Orthopedics, here today with your Healthy Minute. Today we're going to talk a little bit about nutrition and specifically protein. Protein is one of those things that everybody hears about, but nobody really knows what to do with it. How much protein do you take? Do you take a little bit of protein? Do you take a lot of protein? Does everybody need protein? Well, of course, everybody needs protein. It's part of a normal, healthy diet. And if you want to make your muscles stronger and leaner, then you need to have a diet that is high in protein in order to replace those proteins that are lost when you're training. So as your muscle breaks down, it requires proteins and a number of nutritional items in order to replenish itself and to become bigger, stronger, leaner, and that requires a protein intake. Now, for most younger people, a normal healthy diet will be all the protein that you need. But if you're getting into the more elite athletes and you're doing triathlons and you're doing high-level swimming, sometimes that breakdown in the muscle tissue after a really rigorous workout requires an increased level of protein intake. You can get that from eating lean meats such as chicken or eggs or even doing protein shakes. So make sure that you're getting enough protein intake, and this will definitely help you become a bigger, stronger, faster athlete.
We'll be right back with On Deck.
On Deck with Florida Swim Network would like to congratulate some of the swimmers that made it to the road to Omaha.
information, join us on Florida Swim Network, and don't forget your hashtag FSN Omaha. Welcome back to On Deck. Of course, we have Dave, Lisa, and Eric, and now is the time to... Did you see that butterfly? I did. That was cool. But anyway, we are here to have fun with Lisa. Okay, so we've got a few questions for Lisa. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Eric, go ahead and kick us off.
All right, your top seed at the Olympics. You get to choose your walkout music.
What stroke?
Butterfly.
All right, it's the 200 butterfly.
Yes.
What's going to be the
something else.
walkout music?
Oh, interesting.
Well, I think it's going to be Janet Jackson's Control, because that's what I used to listen to when I swam.
We were looking for Lisa in the Colt Jam.
Lisa in the Colt Jam.
Yeah.
Lost in emotion.
Her email is Lisa in the Colt Jam.
You've got the first question wrong. I hope you do better in the subsequent.
All right, I'll try.
All right, here we go. Favorite movie?
Footloose.
All right, so speaking of movies.
Wait. Footloose, so we do a lot of dancing?
We do tons of dancing.
What is your favorite dance step? What is...
Favorite dance step? I don't know. It's not the Cabbage Patch for sure.
It's the sprinkler.
All right,
Yes, for sure.
speaking of movies, if we had to make a movie about your life, who would you hopefully want to play you?
Probably Sandra Bullock.
Why is that?
Well,
I like her, by the way.
She's funny and she's smart at the same time, and she's cute. So.
And she means business.
Good choice.
That's right.
Absolutely.
She means business. All right, so we have a cool part of the show where we'll see if Lisa is lightning fast.
Okay, so we all know in NCAA's Florida swimmer Caleb Dressel won the 50 free within 18.6 seconds. The question is...
What can you do in 18.6 seconds?
That is super fast.
That's right. There are a few items that we're going to discuss is, can you do these in 18.6 seconds? And all I'm going to ask you is hold true or false. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. You could also swim a 50 free in 18.6 seconds.
50 feet.
50 free.
I said 50 feet,
Oh,
not
50
50
feet.
yards.
She
You
changed-
just said 50. You
I
didn't
said
say 50
free.
what?
Okay,
So-
here we go. You could hold your breath for 18.6 seconds.
Nice. I have trouble with that. There's a butterfly again. Go ahead.
That's right.
It's
Here we
good.
go.
It's good luck.
You could balance a broomstick on your hand for 18.6 seconds.
That would be quite a trip there.
You could solve one side of a Rubik's Cube for 18.6 seconds. Okay?
You're doing quite well with those over there.
Thanks.
You could recite the alphabet backwards in 18.6 seconds.
But
Oh, good.
This is so lame. Come on. There's got to be a better thing we can do than this.
All right,
Okay, what do you got?
So
what do
I've
you
got a
have?
challenge for you guys.
Okay.
Okay. I want to see if you can put on a cap, goggles, paddles, and a snorkel in 18.6 seconds.
Wow, that's going to be
Hold on.
crazy.
You guys.
You guys,
Hold
all
on,
three
hold
of you.
on, hold on.
Just us.
Nose goes.
Oh.
And the loser would be Joe. So we're going to watch Joe do. No.
No. Are you ready with your stopwatch?
I'm
We'll see
ready.
if we can get this
All
thing.
right, hold on. Who are we representing real quick, guys?
All right, I am representing the world famous North Baltimore Aquatic Club, so I'm bringing their reputation down considerably.
Good. I am Rollins College right here in the home pool, so I get home field advantage.
Okay, I am Central Zone's Open Water Championships. Me and open water, that's
Yeah.
scary. All right.
Okay, are you ready?
Wait, let me put this
All
down.
right,
I guess
so
we're
going
going
to
to
put
get
this
ready.
down, and then we got to put on, what are we doing real quick? We're putting
That's your choice, all of this.
Oh, so we got,
You have a
cap?
swim cap, goggles, hand paddles, and a snorkel.
oh, wow. Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Don't copy.
I'm not.
Go.
Oh, man.
Stop. Good job, except the goggles broke. Eric's disqualified.
He disqualified?
Disqualified.
What happened?
Lost the goggles.
I broke the.
Can I get these off in 18.6 seconds?
Hey, we're going to go to a swimmer highlight right now, and it's Morgan Tankersley. Wait till you see this young lady. Take a look.
And welcome back to On Deck with Florida Swim Network. And that was our swimmer highlight of the week, Morgan Tankersley.
And by the way, thanks for embarrassing us in front of all these people, Lisa.
It's my dream come true.
Oh my gosh. What are we going to do now? We're going to close the show and get the heck out of here. From all of us here on Deck with Florida Swim Network, we'll see you next time on Deck. Crazy people getting us all like this.
Do you want to go hit a couple of laps while we're here?
No, I don't want to hit it.